And right na and this amanyoko no at the demonstration because you shall see a watch them say a voter register no. And kawa bi wo mu a or say letter commission etumehwe na wo siesie no eno na ma go so ma hene nso de na no atum ma kire say yade e wo register ni mu.
Press a year ma me no de aba. And I say electoral commission de aba. Say o person ohia NDC. Me share last paragraph no me say sa brofon de so aka mo hia. Yes, many powerful from Rano American. Necessary Meti, near Ura, 2 4 ye, Nanum say Emra, near America, may you Yura Jama, Matranconia, and with him. Matranco, him now say Wakaboni, our best baby. Tia Bessere, all go home, Nagana, Asundue or Ghana. Asundue or Ghana, Tia Sereno, the NDC 4 can be an on family tour, Yavishem ne Binimua, where is he and Chiobi? Who cry about Basso? Namide minim se sum wo hontia. Ko ba bi asum ne enu ntumi ka se emfa kane anko. Mra esum ni ho. E den na baka se emfa kane anko. Ntimi gina ha ase go so mahene me kasa ase go so mahene. Se me challenge ma me ne se ye din a ya tworo no yade bi wom. Ye din a ya tworo no hia deliverance. Oma ye hwemu ye. Na ye to oba no wie na do obenya no. Na wanya no bia koda no yanya yasomdwe wei anyikanya ntoka tie srehwe ni ampon se otie mene a mesre no omra from asoba omra from se Mary or wu Jesus ma yen no hu be mada mesre no onye se Mary de meka no
ya hemfo o hwe 1992 constitution now. Like I say, I have for near politics. Apart from that also, a woman say a buying so emfa nensa ento ahensem. Obinso called Supreme Court. At the case court to Supreme Court and him say ohene bi ni right. Say obe free nipa aba na himfie. Obe saman nipa aba na himfie. Supreme Court also ene say nipa no eya adwen. Enti ama ahonden ana say tumia na ahemfo wono ni nyina article but yehwen so a aban ko entimi enkuta oman no if say o hwe galamsi ya ekoya aban ya abre ya de soldier fo akopam emabru na enya adwuma o hwe ye kwaya ye say illegal logging ye twitwa enua no ni ade ye galamsi wo forest reserves mo aban kasa ente ekura ho aban kasa enni ho nso ohene wo ho o hwe ya mai anase ye krom ya toto plastic ya no musia ni atoto egu bebia oba na krom ho nyina ye fi aban entimi embo ho ban nso ahemfo ho enti ende ya adwen se ye no mbetena se ye ba abamu na ye no mo atena se ne ahwe se na ye betimi ede ahemfo nso abeka amambo no ho na timi ayeye
labor analysis. I'm happy that my director HR is here. The data shows clearly that Ghana is producing more nurses than it requires. We are churning out an average of 55,000 plus nurses annually. Anytime you have more than you need, you have to be innovative and find a way to give opportunities to your nurses. And so at the Ministry of Health, I know some of you are aware that Ghana has nurses in certain countries that have been arranged properly between the government of Ghana and the Republic of Barbados. As we speak, by October ending, the third batch of Ghanaians would leave for Barbados. And so it is our prayer that we quickly, under this government, act to make sure that if you are training in this country, either you are absorbed internally or you are absorbed externally. And Ghanaians have come to the place where we can take on the world. We should not train to take on only the 16 regions in this country. I'm happy to say that the Republic or the island of Seychelles have come to us. We are working on an MOU They are saying that Ghanaian nurses are doing wonderful in Barbados. And so Jamaica, Seychelles, Germany, UK, all these countries, as we speak, are working with Ghana to make sure that health workers can be properly located in these countries so that as they reimburse remittances to this country, it can also help our economy to move forward. In fact, at the nursing health training institutions, which is the HTI, a unit under the Ministry of Health, we are also working to revise our curriculum. If a nurse is trained in Ghana, they should be able to sit in a plane with the structure of government of Ghana, and the next day when they arrive in UK, they should start working in the hospitals. Currently, what happens is that any nurse or most nurses who find themselves in other countries have to go to school again for some 6 months or 1 year to be able to adjust. We should get to the place where you can move into other jurisdictions. And by the way, it's not only health workers who are being trained to be fit for the world. Teachers in this country now, if you check with education, are now teaching in China, teaching in other countries. We are good at training people to become professionals. We have to move with the speed of the world now. We should look at how to give opportunities globally.
But on actual auditing of register, no, I was no friend about now. One year now, and I think the day you know, time in 2 months to election. Oh, they audit me says, yeah, you demanded no.
And the bully and the booklet to present to petition and the matter of this now. What next? Ask what next? The president national.
Today, as we stand at the threshold of one of the most critical moments in our history, I speak to you not just as a citizen, but as a steward, as stewards of Ghana's future. We are faced with a national emergency, one that touches every aspect of our lives. Illegal mining, or galamsey, which continues to devastate our environment. But this is more than just an environmental crisis. It is the result of a much larger problem. A system built on greed, corruption, and bad governance that has failed to protect the interest of the people, especially the youth. This is why I call upon you, the young people of Ghana, to rise up. You have a greater stake in this fight because the future belongs to you. It is your rivers that are being poisoned, your lands that are being destroyed, your livelihoods that are being stripped away. You will inherit the consequences of today's failure if you do not act now. The decision made today, the corruption we tolerate, the mismanagement we ignore, they will shape the world you grow old in. And so I say the time for complacency is over. The time to act is now. The state of our nation, a cycle of corruption, greed, and mismanagement. Our country is drowning in a sea of mismanagement, corruption, and greed. Over the years, we have seen the reckless plundering of our natural resources, the loss of investments, and the misappropriation of funds meant to secure the future of our elders. Pensioners whose hard-earned money has been squandered in failed schemes and reckless government borrowing. This is not just economic mismanagement. This is the theft from the very future of this country. When investments fail, when pensioners cannot count on their savings, and when the youth cannot find jobs, the very foundation of our society crumbles. At the heart of this chaos is the rot of corruption, government contracts awarded without transparency, state resources siphoned off for personal gain, and a culture of impunity that allows the powerful to loot while the rest of us suffer. Corruption is not just about lost money, it's about lost futures. It's about the hospitals that aren't built, the schools that remain underfunded, and the roads that are never repaired because someone decided to line their pockets instead of serving the people. This corruption, this greed is directly linked to the environmental disaster that Galamsey has unleashed on our nation. Those in positions of power have turned a blind eye, allowed illegal miners to wreak havoc on our rivers and lands because they, too, benefit from the spoils. But make no mistake, this is not just an environmental issue. It is a symptom of a broken system that prioritizes profit over people, greed, and governance. Economic mismanagement and its connection to environmental degradation. Look around at the state